everybody, this is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. I had a week off and it was unexpected, but my husband was out of town and I was working a lot, so I'm back. Going back to the regular video upload, and today is a special one because I wanted to share an album that I was actually I don't want to say hired, but hired, I guess is the best word, to scrapbook one of their Alaskan vacations. And I did get their permission to show this on screen. And I wanted to show it because so often we are doing the mini albums. And this seems to be all the rage right now. This is coming up in a video. So I love the mini albums, but I'm also a traditional scrapbooker. I've been scrapbooking like this for 20 plus years, and I love doing 12 by 12 layouts. And so I'm going to show you what I did. This is an album that I bought, and it says Life is an Adventure. And I did really simple but pretty layouts in this book. And I think it's important to see, you know, you can have gorgeous paper and the paper does a lot of the work for you. And you will definitely see that in this album. Okay, the first page, these are all the places that they went on this vacation. They've been to Alaska a couple of times. This was a land vacation. It wasn't a cruise. In other words, they flew there. And they went to all these places. So I just wanted to highlight the places they went. And I cut this out on my Cricut, and I cut all the titles out on my Cricut, and these little critters on here, and the airplane, come from Gwen. She bought these in Alaska, so I use those. I'm sure somebody cut those with like a glow forge or something like that. Okay, now this is a large album, so let me make sure I get everything in screen. Okay. This is a 2-page layout. Let me see here if you can see that. Okay, yeah, so that's the first page. And there's the second page. And whenever I do 2-page layouts, they don't always go hand in hand like this. But in this particular album, there are several of them that do go hand in hand. And all I did is I used one of my favorite stamp sets. It says Our Alaskan Vacation. I think this was a close to my heart one. I'm not for sure. I don't have it handy here, but anyway. And I just layered up paper. This is from Mente. I think this is Mente's paper right here. And I just cut, I didn't even cut it, I tore it. And, you know, by tearing paper, it gives you some dimension. And I just did some stamp imaging with this. Okay. Actually, this is not Mente. I think this is Photoplay. And this particular paper collection that I got was for the outdoors, but it was like the great outdoors, so it's a lot of camping and stuff. So I had to adapt this paper pack to what I was doing. And if you notice, there's not a lot of ephemera. I don't know if there's any ephemera from this particular paper collection that I used in here, because the ephemera didn't go along with the Alaskan vacation. So I kept the ephemera, but I did use the paper. Right here, I just used a bunch of scraps and made banners all the way across, and I cut that out with my Cricut. And the same here, this is a border punch that I used, and I did the stamping and just added the little map of Alaska there. Isn't that so? I love this paper. Gorgeous paper. All right, now we're switching to Mente. I did use different paper collections in here. Now the Mente, again, it was the great outdoors, but it did have some ephemera that I could use. They had this really good picture of the bear, so I really played on that bear, and I brought in this right here, and this is cut from the paper. This is not ephemera. This is, I cut this part and this part right here out of the paper to use as embellishments on the more solid paper. Mente papers have a tendency to be really busy, and I didn't want all the busyness on the paper, so I just, you know, fussy cut around it. Over here's a very simple layout, and look at this collage here. I just put a little collage here. This is blank, and you will see a lot of little blank spots throughout this book because this gives Gwen the opportunity to write things in it as she pleases. All right, here's a totally different paper pack. Totally different vibe. They're in Denali, and I thought the pictures really fit this paper. So I think this paper was actually a Hobby Lobby special. So I just layered up the paper and I cut a few tags. And I did the same over here. So again, you can see the flow. The two pages just kind of flow together. I used the same paper on this and I made a shaker. Love this shaker. And I just put a title, Nature's Beauty. And again, I left a little spot here for her maybe to put the time or the exact location where that is. You know, things that I didn't know about the photos. Same thing, some wildlife. I love this right here. I love the moose. I think that's so cute. This is I have no idea. I don't know. It's somewhere in Alaska. It's here in Alaska. However you say that. Oh, wasn't this so pretty? This is Mente again, and these are from the ephemera pack, and I just pulled it from the ephemera pack and did some clusters. Now, this is where the album kind of shifts a little bit. This is really kind of wilderness part of Alaska, outdoorsy part of Alaska, which Alaska's all outdoors. But then you kind of switch a little bit to the water part that they experienced. Some of the places they went that kind of is more close to the water, or, you know, has that oceany feel or that, you know, sea feel. So I switched the papers, and you can see, you know, the flow, it's broken up, and that's okay. That's okay. I love it. I hope she likes it. I give her a place to write. Unfortunately, they're in Alaska, and John actually got sick here, so they didn't have a lot to represent their time in Anchorage, so I just give her a little place to write about it. Here's some more. Like I said, I really wanted to highlight the water and back there, and I think I did that. I captured the water part of it. Love it. Same here. And then to finish it up, she had a lot of memorabilia, and she may even have more, but she did bring me some of it. And I made pockets. I just made pockets. I made sure they were reinforced really good through here, like taped really good and glued. I did a cluster here of all things that you associate with Alaska. And here I used her memorabilia. This was Denali. This is a little map she had. I think this is actually her key to her hotel. So I just, you know, give her a place to put things in it. And what's so great about the book is I added extra page protectors because she has an Alaskan cruise that we are going to add to the same book. So I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to be bringing some of this, you know, traditional scrapbooking to the channel. I love 12 by 12 layouts. Some people think 12 by 12 is a thing of the past. I do not. I am here to tell you I love it, and there are a lot of people that still do it. And to me, I need to be careful what I say here, because I have, like I said, I have so many of these, what you call mini album, that really isn't so many by the time you get everything in it. And I've got one that is 8 years old and looks brand new. You know, it's not that these aren't going to stand the test of time. It's just these are more, in my opinion, permanent. They're protected. They're protected from the oils in your hands and just other different things. So this is a different way of scrapbooking, the old way of scrapbooking. Gosh, I can't believe I'm going to say that. I remember when I first started this, and it was so new and so fresh. But I hope she likes this, and I was so happy she let me share this on screen with you. And I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to do another walkthrough video on an album that I am going to be selling. This will be my first mini album that I'm putting out there. And I am going to open an Etsy shop, and that is coming. But I'll have a lot more mini albums and other things to go in the shop. But right now, I do have one made, and I think I'm going to sell it. So stay tuned for that video. And then I'm excited because, let me just get them down here. Guess what I got in this week? I got in some new Catherine Puller inks. So we're going to play with some spring color inks and just have a lot of fun. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great day. Happy St. Patty's Day. I know this is going up on Sunday. I hope you guys are having a fun, safe St. Patty's Day. Make sure you have that green on. And until Wednesday, I'll see ya. Bye.